Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. We're going to be talking about my cook set items for my bug out bag. As you guys know, I'm trying to build a bug out bag, and then after the bug out bag I'm going to be building a bushcraft bag. Two separate kits, but probably going to have similar items in them. These are just the cook set items that I could be carrying. These are some things that I've gone through throughout the years that I've kind of honed in on what I carry, and we're going to talk about them and some upgrades that I can do. So this is an old like Boy Scout pot. This is aluminum. This was my grandfather's. I used this for a while. I really liked it. It came with the fry pan, and then you have this little pot, and then the fry pan also has like a plate that you could use as a fry pan. You know, the little Boy Scout mess kit. They're like $15 to $20 depending on where you get them. I didn't get them for $10 at Walmart. This thing worked great for a very long time, but it's just kind of old and worn out, and it doesn't hold as much liquid as I would like. It's a good option for a beginner. Not something that I want to put in my bug out bag, but something that has lasted for years and years and years, and I could still use it. The next thing that I went through, or cook set that I had, was the Coleman Max cook set. I love this thing. This is only part of it, you get 2 pots and 2 lids, which are essentially small fry pans. These things work great. They have the measurement system on the side, so you have 24, 20, 16, and 12 ounces. And then you also have it in milliliters there. This thing worked great. It has the little pot handles that are actually really sturdy. They never got too hot. You could stick this thing right on the fire or over the fire. You can't hang it. Obviously, it doesn't have a bail on it. You could set up some wire system so that you could do that if you wanted to. This is the bigger pot of the two, if I was going to put any of them in there, it would be this one and the lid. This thing worked great. I think I paid $20 for the double set, so it was really worth the money. I would definitely do it again. I probably will have to in the future because this one is kind of trashed. I've used it so much that I've kind of just banged it up. I mean, it'll still work, but this is definitely an option for the bug out bag. I like that it has the measurements on there. That's going to come in handy. The next thing that I got was this MSR, a 1.1 liter pot. You guys know this pot. A lot of people have this pot. This thing is amazing. It works really great. So if I flip it open, this is the pot like this. You've got the lid, which you could use as like a very small frying pan if you really wanted to. You could use it to collect berries or nuts or wild edibles. Same thing with the pot. Same thing with all of these. You could use them to collect things like wild edibles or bait or whatever out on the field. But this is a 1.1 liter pot, pretty standard. It's not too big, not too small. I could put things like my cleaning kit, so like my soap, my hand sanitizer, a towel, even some small foldable utensils. You could probably fit everything you need into this. That's why I'm gearing towards this as my bug out bag pot. The one thing I don't like about this pot, which is actually fixable, is that you can't really hang it the way that it is. But if you take a wire hanger, you can do a modification and you can actually have it so you can hang it over the fire as well. So I'm probably going to do that. This is very slim, very compact. I like it a lot. This is probably what I'm leaning towards. Bulletproof, I think it was $20, wasn't that expensive. Really like that piece of kit. I also have a titanium cup, which comes in handy for obviously drinking, but also collecting things like wild edibles, and as a measuring system. This is, about a cup, so if you were measuring flour or water or liquids or anything like that, you could kind of use this as a standard. I like this cup. This cup is smaller, so it doesn't nest, which is what I kind of want. So this cup probably won't get used in my kit. I think I'm going to upgrade to a larger nesting cup. Probably just one of the ones that have like a bail like this. It's like $12. Can double as a pot and a cup, and it'll nest with my water bottle. This is an Nalgene. It's got 32 ounces on it. It's got it in milliliters and ounces measurements on the side, so you can use this for cooking and measuring and those types of things. This is plastic, so I can't use this to cook over the fire, which is kind of a bummer. Great as a water bottle, great for camping, but it doesn't have multi-purposes in that sense. I think I'm going to upgrade this as well to a stainless steel, either Clean Canteen or a Pathfinder cup. and maybe a cook system, because like I said, these don't nest, and I would prefer that this nests in here and goes in the pouch that I have. So these two items are probably going to get upgraded, but for now, that's what I have. But they work great as is. You'll probably see me running this through tests, through the gear testing that I've been doing, just because that's what I have for now. The stainless steel version isn't much different, it's just stainless steel. And then I've got like my cleaning items. I've got this bandana, works great for filtering. You could use it to collect things, you can use it as a pouch, you can use it for first aid, you can use it for your head, you can use it to wash up. Many different uses for this. You can use it to make charred cloth. A million different uses for a bandana. I keep that in my kit most of the time. And then I have, or all of the time, and then I have one of these camp micro whatever towels. This is a pretty large, decent size towel, good for cleaning my kit, also for cleaning my body if I needed to dry off. This thing works great. I keep it in my cooking kit. I keep another one that's a little bit bigger in my toiletry kit. These things are great. They pack down to practically nothing, very flat. They don't weigh a lot. Keep that in my kit. I think it's a great option to have. Again, I can use this for multiple things. First aid, pretty much everything you can use a bandana for, except it's an actual towel and not just cotton. I also have this pouch that it comes in. Can use this to collect wild edibles, berries. Can even use it to like hold bait in a trap if I had to, because it's mesh. It's got the zipper on there. Works pretty great. I keep utensils in my kit. I only have the knife right now, but I always have a knife, fork, and spoon on me. That's definitely something that I want in the kit, because when I'm out in the field, especially in a bug out situation or survival situation, even though it's just a knife or a fork or a spoon, I would have to either build it or find it if I'm in an urban situation, you know, maybe go through the trash or steal it or something. But this has a can opener on it. It's a blade. Doesn't weigh a lot. Flat, packs down to nothing. So I'm going to keep those items. I also have hand sanitizer. Good for my hands. Sanitation, obviously. I'm also probably going to get a small little bottle of eco-friendly soap so I can clean these things out in the field. I can also use it to clean my body. And then I have a little sponge. You know, took a regular sponge, cut it in half. Clean up, guys. Some people don't really think about that when they're out in the woods, but it's very important. Another thing that I skipped was this bamboo cutting board. This is a small cutting board. I use this as a plate and as also a cutting board. I would like to get a little bit bigger one, because this one's a little short and a little small. But again, works well as a plate. It's got this rubber hole here that I could tie paracord to or hang it on a tree. It's good for cleaning fish or game or wild game. If you're filleting something or skinning something, works great. It also works great as a plate. You could make this out in the field, or you could carry it. I have the option. We'll see once I get this gear out and I test it and I really figure out what I want my kit to be. Excuse me. We'll see if we take it or not. As of now, we are definitely going to put it in the kit. So that's everything that I have. Those are all of my options. I've been using them for years. I've been testing them for a while. And pretty soon we're going to get to a point where we pretty much have it honed in as to what I think that I want. And then we'll get it out in the field. We'll test it a couple times. And if it gets the check of approval, then we're good. So those are my cook set items. If I missed anything, let me know. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. As always, thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next video.